Hello, and we're back for our third return episode with Screencast-O-Matic and the old new computer, the third of perhaps many Mythea games here on GoGoGames channel, the Griefing show, with this new Acer computer. I have better resolution, get to see my sexy face with more resolution. I get to see my sexy room again. My Calgary Flames shirt. Calgary Flames are doing well this year. They're first place in the Western League, and with the first place in their conference. Hopefully Calgary can keep on winning, and perhaps we will actually win the cup this year. We may have another one of those banner perfect years. But in hockey, everything goes. Oddly enough, the Capitals are not doing so well. They're not even ranking in the top 8. To be a contender of hockey, you got to be within the top 8 of your Eastern and Western divisions, Eastern and Western leagues conferences. That's how you take four from one division, take 4 from the other division, and 2 extra for sixth place. No, 4 and 4. Yeah, 6th place. You got to be in the top 6. Then they duke it out with the playoffs with a best of 7 series. So in that case, it's not like football where they both play, or Calgary St. Peter football where they both play just 2 rounds of one game each for 2 rounds towards the Grey Cup. So okay, so here's what we got so far going for us so far. We got into this kingdom. Not in this kingdom, but that's Nocturnals. That's the kingdom that hit me. I call myself Gryffons and Gargoyles, named after the D&D parody on the Riverdale show. I got this player here called Dark Visitor. He used to be the old kingdom. He used to be the old king here until I just voted for myself. I have two points. So I'm just basically taunting him here by saying, I'm here saying, welcome back to the game, retard. He's been back 6 hours ago. But he hasn't been back long enough, I don't think, to actually adequately rule his province. So he hasn't increased in defenses. He's increased in offenses. He just has war horses and soldiers. I'm not sure what he's doing here. I mean, he hasn't built any infrastructure whatsoever. So let's just slowly build up our thieves, just in case he might decide to send his ninjas to kill all my zombies, all my dead zombies, and I'm not sure how you can do that since they're dead already. They're dead inside. They're like, I'm so heartbroken and dead inside. Like Richmond from IT Crew. So here's a song. Scouter Dennis was some guy who created this persona in me. This griefing, team-killing cyberbully persona in me. He was one of the grown-ups. I know I'm a grown adult myself, but he's one of the man-child myself. But he's one of the grown-ups that really fucked around with my head. And one of the apex of his the abuse he gave us back in Scouts, the Edmonton 3rd Scouts back in the 80s and mid 90s, was that mid-90s, was that before you age out of 3 years of Scouts, it's 3 years Cubs, 3 years Scouts, 3 years Rovers, 3 years Ventures. And you're supposed to do a shitload of merit badges to keep on succeeding, or maybe just 4 years. It's not really too formal. It's just basically something fun to do, So in his case, I didn't really have anyone to show me because I was one of the more quieter kids in the back, elementary, junior high. I didn't really know how to read and write essays. I didn't really know how to really write academic papers or assignments. Now I can write any assignments, get A pluses, and I plan to go to the master's and a PhD level of psychology, positive psychology, in regards to addictions here in Calgary. Because the thing is, though, with Alberta, they're going to be implementing more. Eventually, they're going to be implementing LSD. That's decriminalizing drugs. That's a trend. So we need to have there's going to be a lot of need for social workers / addictions counselors to kind of balance the more healthy users versus the more less healthy users in regards to substance use disorders. the more acuity of these disorders. Like gambling, for example, this province makes a lot of money on gambling. If you want to have a, if you want to go this route, which is the proper route too, you know. I mean, decriminalization is working in Portugal, and then any other country has implemented it. So it could be a good thing here. You need to have a lot of positive psychology. You got to have a lot of resilience to build in your clients. So, anyways, Scouter Dennis basically just totally fucked around in my head. The worst he's ever done to me was oh, he went crazy with an axe. Serious. I wasn't there for that, but I heard years ago I met up with one of my old scout mates here in Calgary, living in this neighborhood of all places in the world. Living in this neighborhood of all places in this world, Douglasdale, and he played the song. He told me that Scouter Dennis went crazy with an axe because Dallas, one of the more rambunctious, obnoxious members, went. And Dennis has a very one of his triggers is one of his screw loose hair triggers is that he doesn't like to be reminded of his age or ageism. So personally, I don't care what people call me if people call me an old fat man or old fat balding man. I don't really give a damn. Because like I said, I'm dead inside. And Scouter Dennis helped kill the inner side of me, and it's going to be a really interesting ayahuasca trip when I reintegrate everything. It's going to be really interesting. Faces, mustache to fucker. So basically, here's an old scout shanty called campfire shanty, jaunty, or how was it, shanty? I think it's shanty. Where it goes fuck. Sung to the tune of "Fires Burning," the old scout song. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, Scouter Dennis, fuck you, Scouter Dennis, fuck you, Scouter Dennis, whoosh, 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 whoosh. Sang to the tune of the Fires Burning Scout song, because I know that no one's in this kingdom. Well, I know that this guy's gonna come up eventually. This player's gonna come up eventually because he's been here last hour 6 hours. So I'm just gonna. So I decide to attack him. His name's Daniel. He's come in. He leaves the channel. He's up here, so I'm gonna assume Daniel's him. So I hit Daniel. He's been hit by this play. Daniel's been hit by this player Jamiroquai or whatever. Jamira. Gryffon gargoyle. So I'm gonna destroy him, and I'm going to disband this kingdom, and then move on to a different realm. Yeah. So I attacked him for 39 acres of land, 46 build credits, and 25 army credits, 61 peasants, and but he destroyed 74 acres. We've lost 5 ghouls and 56 soldiers, 250 horses, killed 224 troops. We'll return in 11 hours. Offense met. You know, I should have hit him twice at least, but hey, it's okay. So I'm building up my defenses, so just in case he decides to get smart and attack me back, I'm going to be slowly building up my offense and defenses. My peasantry, my offenses. Okay, so we go to see. In this case, I'm just researching housing just to build up my population. I have a healthy population coming up here. I have a very healthy population coming up. I'm going to also try a trick where I don't just warp to another kingdom, defect to another kingdom. I'm just going to go to let's see here, recruitment form. I'm just going to see who's recruiting, and I'm going to let them know that I'm attacking. I'm an attacker. Active people willing to war. We have 4 spots open. February, so it's just like April. So I'm going to destroy this kingdom. I'm going to raze him to the ground. Then I'm going to go to recruitment and see whoever's out there. Looking for people. Anyone wants me? Looking for a home. Deadly Shadows. No password needed. Zug. Again, these values are incorrect. They're just a partial snippet of their value. You have to cast intelligent. You have to cast intellectual spells on them to figure out exactly what their levels are. For some odd reason, Dark Visitation was able to. Leprosy attacked me for some really ganked me for lots of land. So let's see if there's anything we can learn about this kingdom here while we are here. You have scryed one time, currently highest in this kingdom. This shows you exactly what he is, but I already knew that information already. I'm just doing this for shits and giggles. So what he did was just basically build up soldiers and war horses to give himself offensive points. But here's the secret thing: is I'm also going to create a bunch of war horses here. What's my stables? See, I also got war horses coming in here. I'm gonna take the 17 acres of land and start to rebuild my infrastructure a little bit here. I want to get some more arcane light. I want to get prisoners. I need to start building prisons so I can hold his soldiers. And like last time, I think it was John From or whatever I called myself last time. I forgot what it was. It's been a long time because it's been a long time. So I have tons and tons of these accounts. So once again, you decide that if you have maybe 500 prisoners, that's like 200 extra gold coins right there. That's 0.5. It's 1/2 of a gold coin per prisoner. But also, this is a good thing too because we also have ghost workers. As an undead player, you can have ghost workers up here. The only bad thing about being undead is that you're pretty much a brain dead zombie. So if you're picking yourself as a warrior and undead, you can't have good wizardry. Can't have good wizardry. Well, actually, I haven't played. I'm playing a warrior undead. So I don't know if I have good wizardry or not. But yeah, it's really difficult. Also, research is much more difficult to hold information. See, everyone's pretty much wimp still, but I have tools and stuff. So researching tools. 8 hours until I'm ready to attack again. So I'm just taunting Dark Visitation here by saying what did I say to him? I said bum bum. I think I said I'm going to. What would I say to him? Let's see. Their messages. We're gonna rip off your foreskins like grapes. You like, I like, and I wrote down eat your soft and tender boy rods because we're zombies, and rip off your foreskins. Basically, I'm just trying to sound like I'm a really sick fuck, that I'm a zombie, I'm a sick fuck, that I'm gonna eat him, cannibalize his dicks and his little tween-age 21-year-old dick. I'm assuming he's an adult player, or if he's a kid, then that's gonna be even more freaky. But so here's what he can do to me. He has now maximum, or this is home offense. This is maximum offense. This is offense he has at home right now, spellless. So he can still hit me pretty hard. Maximum defense. So look, home defense, maximum defense. Oh, it's because I got the spell on. I got my defensive spells on. But if the spell came off, then these two would probably match each other. Not bad. See, I've got, like I said, I've got like I got 35 defense points, 3,500 defense points coming in. So this should be able to hold me off for now. Start to defend it and start to slowly build up my cyber soldiers. In the meantime, we need to just keep on researching in the housing and keep on seeing how much population my kingdom can grow.